Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark Roden, of course, it always has been and it always will be, and today we're going to be going over the 7 more things that I wish I knew about cars. We did a video like this a couple weeks ago, and out of wow, that was a little bumpy ride there. And out of nowhere it has, oh my god, jeez, that's a out of nowhere it's kind of been taken off. You guys have been watching it like crazy and blowing up that video. It's gotten like 20,000 views in the past week. So if you guys like it that much, I decided, you know what, let's do another one. There's a bunch of things I wish I knew earlier about cars, and so we'll turn it up. Turn it up, baby. If you're a keen viewer while watching this video, you could notice that the color of the Integra is no longer silver. What? Yeah. Well, that'll be a video pretty soon, but just letting you know, it's happened. But let's get started right away. First off, number 7 is drive slow as donkey balls in the snow. Here's the thing, man. If you live in a winter area and there's a little bit of white powder on the ground and it is not Coca-Cola, then drive slow. There's no reason that you need to get to the place that you're trying to get to faster than the traffic. You know what I'm saying? If you let's say you're going pretty quick in the snow because you have a party to go to and your crush is there and she's leaving in an hour and you got a 45-minute drive out there, buddy, A, you should have left earlier, okay, if you wanted to meet up with your crush, and B, it's not worth it. You can't date your crush in heaven, okay? So if you're driving along and you crash and die, well, that ain't gonna help. It ain't gonna help your case at all. So just don't do it, man. I crashed in the snow once before, and ever since then, whenever it's snowing out, I go like 25 miles an hour, and people behind me get incredibly frustrated. But I don't care, because this guy is going ridiculously fast for a Subaru Impreza, and now he's just gonna stay right in front of me. Bro, like what was the point in passing me, man? Alright, anyway, number 6 is stay away from salvage titles / rebuilt title cars. I made this mistake myself, and that's why I'm telling you guys this, because I bought a salvage rebuilt title car. It was a 350Z. My 350Z is a salvage title car, and it was an absolute nightmare. It was horribly messed up. The kids before me did not know what they were doing, and they destroyed it. Now, I'm not saying that you are always going to be in that scenario when buying a salvage title car, but most likely it's going to have some issues. It's salvage for a reason. Also, if you are going to buy a salvage title car, you need to know what you're looking for. Don't be like somebody that's new to cars and this is going to be like your first car. If you're buying it and it's your first car and it's got a salvage title, dude, you don't know what to look for at that point, so just stay away. You know, just play it safe, wait for a clean title car to pop up and take that one. It's just not worth it. It's salvage for a reason, and most likely the people that fixed it did not fix it good enough. I'm sorry, am I the only one? I'm gonna take a brief intermission here. Am I the only one that's surprised that this guy flew by me and is now just right there? Like, I thought he was gonna, you know, try and cut ahead of other people too. No, he's just right there. He's just right in front of me. He literally passed me for no reason except to show me off his Subaru Impreza. It's not even a sport model, it's just the Impreza base. Like, what the hell, man? Anyway, number 5, YouTubers don't show the hard parts, and a lot of builds are sponsored. This is a big one. It's very misleading when you watch a YouTuber, Adam LZ, TJ Hunt, hell, even me, you know, and if I'm building my car, it looks significantly easier than it actually is when they're doing the things that they're doing. On top of that, it's like they'll buy like a car, right? They'll buy like a 240SX, and then a week later this 240SX is twin turboed, it's making like 600 horsepower, it's got a angle kit on it, people are freaking putting boogers on the car, and it's wild, and it's like a beautiful build, and you're like, wow, that was pretty fast and easy and must have been pretty cheap because he afforded it so quickly. No, it's not fast, it's not easy. Those guys have tons of people working for them, and that help them out, that help them build these cars with them, which is super cool. I'm not saying like that's a bad thing at all. It's obviously really nice to be able to build like a YouTube platform where all your friends can work for you That would be really cool, and so I give them credit for that. But, you know, that's what it is. They have a bunch of people helping them out. On top of that, when things do go wrong, they don't show that part on YouTube. They don't show them working through the stripped bolt. They don't show them working through a freaking salamander that managed to get stuck in the heater core, and they're trying to get the salamander out without killing the poor little guy. They don't show those parts, and so you gotta freaking remember that. And then on top of that, the whole sponsored build thing comes into play a lot. A lot of people think like, oh, that car's got a lot of stuff done to it already, it must be very cheap to buy those parts. It's not the case. A lot of these guys are getting these parts for completely free. This whole car, I got the wrap from a sponsorship. Since it's a budget build, I will be including the price of the wrap in the end. But yeah, I got the wrap for free. I got the coilovers for free. I'm sure I got a couple other things for free. Oh, the transmission mounts, those aren't in yet, but they're gonna be. I got that for free. So you get a lot of stuff for free as a YouTuber, and I'm a small shrimp, you know. I'm a little guy in the YouTuber world. So, and I'm already getting sponsorship deals. So it's like, it happens for sure. Just keep that in mind. People like to get sponsored. Number 4, manuals are not hard to learn at all. Don't let them scare you, buddy, all right? Everybody out there always tries scaring people like into not buying a manual transmission car. I hate that. I hate that so much because it's not hard. You could watch my whole experience learning how to drive a manual car on my YouTube channel. I filmed every single time I went out to learn with my friend. I filmed it, and I filmed the process of me learning, and that's literally, it took me 2 weekends to learn how to drive. And if I had drove them during the week, it would have taken me 4 days to learn how to drive a manual. It is so simple. It is not hard at all. The advanced stuff like double clutching and, you know, rev matching and stuff like that, yeah, that takes a while to learn, but the actual just learning how to drive it normally is not. It's not hard at all, and trust me, man, you're gonna want a manual anyway, so just do it. Just like, call me Nike, because just do it. 3rd place of the 7 things I wish I knew earlier about cars is to take your damn time. Don't let money burn a hole in your pocket when you're buying your car. Do not, just for the love of God, let's say you get $5,000 from your grandpappies, and they're like, go ahead, buy your first car, and you really want an Acura Integra, just like this one. So you go on Facebook Marketplace, and you start looking for Acura Integras. You spend 2 days, and you think you found the best deal. You go look at it, and your gut is telling you, this is not a good deal, I should probably not buy this car. But you are just so happy to have enough money to finally buy that Integra that you buy it anyway. That is a mistake. I did it with my 350Z. I know how it is. You just want that car. You're done. You're sick and tired of waiting. You've been waiting for years now at this point to finally own that car. And so when you have enough money to finally purchase it, you just want to buy the first one that comes to mind. But you shouldn't, okay? Think about it this way. Yeah, you waited so long, but you're in the home stretch now. All you got to do is wait just that much longer. That's it. You know now that you're getting it. It's gonna happen very, very shortly. You just gotta give yourself a little bit more time. And then when you finally get the one, it's gonna all pay off. It's gonna be so much more worth it, dude. You're gonna have a car that runs, that can actually drive. You don't have to like stick your feet through the floor and run along like it's a Flintstones car. You can actually drive the thing. You don't have to worry about inviting women over, but not so that you can have intercourse with them, but so they can help you push the car out of the garage. That you don't have to worry about that anymore because your car now runs. It's gonna be fantastic. You're gonna be so much more happy. I highly recommend, if you get the money, think about it like you still don't have the money. Look around, learn the market for that car you're trying to get, and wait until you truly believe you found a good deal and go ahead and buy it. But coming in at 2nd place of the things that I wish I knew most is to admit when you don't know what you're saying / doing. It is gonna save so many people time, most importantly you, if you just tell yourself, hey, you know, maybe I don't know that. You know, maybe maybe this guy's right online. Maybe my dad is right about this. Maybe Mark is right. Maybe Mark is telling me the truth here. You know, that most likely isn't going to be true. I'm usually wrong quite a bit, and you guys do not fail to to tell me that. But still, maybe there's somebody out there that's trying to tell me something, and maybe I should listen to him, because maybe I don't have experience with that. Oh, you know, let's say, okay, I want to buy a BMW, okay? let me go look for a BMW. Hey, buddy that has owned 15 BMWs in his 20 years of life. Do you know anything about BMWs? Oh yeah, I know this thing or two. Well, I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm gonna go with my own idea. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. There is so many times where people like are arguing on the internet, and there's one guy that is so clearly wrong, and I see that and I'm just like, he knows he's wrong. There's no way he actually believes he's right at this point. He knows he's wrong. He's just gonna keep arguing because he doesn't want to admit it. That's not worth it, dude. At least admit to yourself that you're wrong. You don't have to admit it to the other people that you're arguing with, but at least to yourself, just be like, okay, yeah, you know what, that's right. Because if you get so stubborn where you believe that everything that you're saying is 100% the truth and you cannot be wrong, you are not going to learn. Everything that happens with your car experiences, it's just gonna go in one ear and out the other ear, and that is a horrible idea. I know I sound like a freaking nerd right now, like, you need to learn. Hey, teacher, you forgot the homework. But seriously, you do. You need to learn, man. And having such a closed mind about cars is a horrible way to go about cars. Everybody in the car scene does not know everything about cars. There's not a soul out there that knows everything about cars. My dad has been working on cars for 40 plus years now, and he is still learning new things every freaking day. So just keep that in mind. You know, you got to keep your mind open to learning in the car community. But the first thing that I wish I knew more about getting into cars is your first car is not going to be your dream car. That's obvious, you know, and I more usually say like, I say like your first car isn't going to be your dream car, but what I really mean by that is your first car isn't going to be that cool. Okay, I mean, obviously all of us have a dream car, and I think most of us kind of know that, okay, yeah, our first car is not going to be our actual dream car, but we also all have that car that we really want, and it's not like our dream car, but it's our like obtainable dream car. For me, it was the 350Z. I wanted the 350Z since I was like 12 years old, dude. I thought they were really cool cars, and I knew that they were kind of cheap, so I could eventually afford one. I wanted that as my first car, but it wasn't my first car. My friend Zach, he wanted a Miata as his first car, but it wasn't his first car. My friend Chris, he wanted an S4 as his first car, but it wasn't his first car. Everybody wants these lower end sports cars as their first cars, but even those are too unobtainable or too unrealistic for you to buy as a new time driver. And even if you can afford it and your parents don't care and you're just like, you have the world to yourself and you can go ahead and buy it, I still would recommend not. You know, I would recommend just being smart, getting a car that can get you to work and back so that you can afford a good car, one that you actually want one day. Because even though I did make a mistake with my 350Z, I didn't listen to a lot of the rules that I set for this video when going to buy the 350Z. I didn't, you know, I had money burning a hole in my pocket. I just wanted the car and I bought it when I got there. I'm still so much happier now that I waited to get the 350Z, and now that I have multiple cars so I can worry about the Z when I need to worry about the Z, and than I would have been if I had just gotten it as my very first car and had no other backup option. It's just so much more enjoyable now. And so yeah, it also makes it feel more special, you know. You build up you spend your own money, you build up your own little bank account to finally afford it. It's so much cooler that way. And if it is going to be a car that's like reliable, and you know that it's going to be reliable, and you already have another car, then hey, save up some money, buy the new car, sell the old car that you had, use the old car to modify your new car. You know, that's what I'm saying, right? But anyway, guys, that's about it for the 7 more things that I wish I knew earlier about vehicles. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see down in the comments. I think I'm gonna do like a 10 things I wish I knew before buying my first car, and then also 10 things I wish I knew before modifying my first car. I think I'm gonna do one of those. I'm not gonna like oversaturate this series. I'm just gonna do like 4 of them and then, you know, give it to the fishes. But yeah, I think it would be pretty fun. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I love each and every one of you. There's a WRX coming right there. Oh, that's Vic. That's Victor. I love it. That's a nice WRX, boy. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. Das vidania. Have a nice night.